Hello and welcome. This is the last video for Culture Personality School. We have talked about Margaret Mead, Ruth Benedict, Ralph Linton, Abraham Gardiner, and the last in the series is Cora Dubois. So this personality of Cora Dubois is very important because it has already been there in the question paper. So you can expect question on any of them, including this, because UPSC has this pattern of repeating. Before starting, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it. Now we'll start with the Cora Dubois. Cora Dubois was participant to 1937 seminar which was conducted by Gardiner. Okay, by this time it was quite clear to the Gardiner that no data has been collected and no specific field work was constructed on the field he was organizing. So it was quite clear to Gardiner to collect the fresh data in the manner that we need to fill this gap. So Cora Dubois undertook a field work in Island of Allore in East Indies, okay, which was a Dutch colony. Now she undertook the field work in 1937 and for 2 years and returned in 1939, okay, and she collected a variety of ethnographic data, she collected psychological data, and she did it with the help of various psychological tests. First, I'll just write down 2 examples of these tests. The first is Rorschach test, and the second is TAT, that is thematic appreciation test. Okay, so she also collected life history. See the contribution in female anthropologist, you will also write down her name, and you see these names will be descend from this name, Franz Boas से ही फिर ये जो है आएगा, because he understood the need of field work tradition and then understood the need of female anthropologist. Okay, so she collected the data on life history. Okay, then she collected the data on biography. She collected the data on reports of government or dreams. After her return in 1939, she worked with Gardiner and also with independent analysts who examined all these data in blind manner. She also worked as an independent analyst. Okay, and as in a blind manner, it means that whatever the data that she'll be analyzing or processing, she'll not know the source of data, the collector of data, or the society that she's studying. So she will, if there is a test, okay, this is call it as a test, and there are certain question A, B, C, D. So the answers or this particular section of this thing, that is who is the person who is writing, either male, female, society, tribe, okay, nationality, etc., will not be discussed anything here. There will be questions and answers, and based on these answers she'll be determining the personality of that particular person, and here there'll be just a number, but that number won't give her any information about whose this particular chart is. Okay, so she worked as an independent analyst in a blind manner. The next thing here is that all of these arrived at a similar conclusion. Now when she studied the various tests, she realized that the everything, that is every paper that she went through, every paper that she analyzed, she got to know that they had a similar conclusion, or she could conclude a single or common point from these paper, and considering the basic characteristics of allure personality. And then these similar conclusion is not the conclusion of answer, okay, that we write. This is the different conclusion. The conclusion here is that what she got from the complete paper, okay. So she, whatever the knowledge that she got, she made sure that this become a part of allure personality. Okay, so that allure personality become basic personality of allure community. Now Cora found out that the basic personality is not capable of explaining the variations that exist among the members. Now this basic personality is not able to explain the basically the difference or variation. They are not able to explain the variation. Now she developed a statistical improvised technique in which she proposed that the idea of model personality. It is defined as a personality type that was statistically most common in the society. So she also argued, like Gardiner, that primary institution would lead to the formation of basic set of personality characteristics, right? जैसे कि अपना कार्डिनर said that there are primary institution which leads to the formation of basic personality. So similarly she also had her own model of personality, okay, that she defined. So there would also exist individual variation with regard to development of expression, right? See, if there is a society and there is a basic society, so basic society, it basically means that majority of member. It does not mean that all of the members, right? So basically the majority of members is what constitute the basic personality, but the variation that comes under the society were not covered earlier. Now that is the constitution of model personality, and this leads to constitution of model personality. Thus she conclude that a model personality provide a theoretical tool for examining the interplay between the culture and play, and hence the model personality this model personality basically provides the theoretical tool, okay, for studying the interplay between culture and personality. All right, so there were certain criticisms of Cora. Now the model personalities as pioneered by Cora could not become predictable in nature. That is, by examining the model personality, nothing could be predicted, and it lacks predictable in its presence. Okay. First, it lacks precision. Okay. Then it also lacked predictable. It lacks predictability. Okay. The model personality which was pioneered by Cora Dubois could not become predictable. Okay. The second is the study of model personality required great experience. Great experience was required to study the model personality, and in the field of psychology, with special reference to administering the various psychological tests. Okay, and therefore it is definitely a point for concern for anthropologists. It become a point for concern because this great demanding experience or understanding of the subject was required, and that becomes a point of concern for an anthropologist. And the basic personality or model personality is not a total outcome of childhood. Okay, this is not a total outcome of childhood. It is not a total outcome of childhood. All right, because there are a lot of various factors which are responsible for the adulthood behavior. For example, social interactions, okay, environment, thus upbringing, etc. Even the certain traumatic situation that a person feels makes, that is also responsible for the adult behavior. And the cultural condition in which people learn societal values are also determine the personality formation. So these were everything related to culture personality school. Okay, we talked about Margaret Mead, Ruth Benedict, Ralph Linton, Gardiner, and Cora. Okay, so this is how we have completed the culture personality school. In the next video when we meet, we will deal with symbolic and interpretative theories, and we will deal with the special contribution of David Skinner. Okay, David Skinner and Clifford Geertz, Snyder, and Victor Turner. Okay, so we will deal with them in the symbolic and interpretative theory. And thank you for watching. Have a great time. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe.